Hey guys, welcome to the Sho-Mo Sports Show, the Sho-Mo show about sports.
We're your hosts, Kyle and Payton. Today we're going to be talking about NBA, NFL, college football, useless facts of the day, and punishments.
Yes, we are. The first thing we're going to talk about is NBA basketball. Right now we have the undefeated Golden State Warriors led by Stephen Curry, and we have the winless Philadelphia 76ers led by Nerlens Noel. I don't know.
Joel Embiid.
Yeah, either one. Anyway, Peyton, whose streak do you think is going to end first? Do you think the Warriors are going to lose first, or the Sixers are going to win first?
I think the Warriors will lose first.
Really?
Yes, because it's a lot easier to lose than it is to win. And if you look at the upcoming schedules for Golden State and Philadelphia, Philadelphia has a lot of their next games on the road and against pretty good playoff caliber teams. And they look terrible.
Yeah, they really do.
Golden State, any given night someone could maybe knock them off if, Steph Curry struggles or, whatever. So I think the 76ers might break the streak of longest, biggest zero and start. Because I think the record is 0-19.
Oh, really?
I think so.
They're not far away then.
By the 09 Nets.
Yeah.
So I think they could beat that pretty easy.
Yeah.
What about you?
Okay. I personally think Golden State's gonna get to 20-0.
20-0.
Yes. So I think the Sixers are gonna win first, and they're gonna beat Memphis in a week.
Memphis, okay.
Because Memphis is kind of a toss-up team. I mean, they've had some really bad games. Their offense struggles every once in a while. So Philly plays some pretty tough teams, and Memphis is like 500, I think. But I think it'll be a good game, and I think Philly's gonna come out with a win.
All right.
All right. And that leads us to the good and the bad and the ugly of the NBA. Basically, the teams that we're most surprised with this year. I'm going to go first. The good, in other terms, of the NBA, in my opinion, is the Dallas Mavericks. Now, yeah, they're 9-4. Dirk Nowitzki is playing amazing. I don't know where he came from, but I mean, obviously
he came from Germany.
Yeah. Yeah. But he's shooting really well. He's probably shooting over 55% from the field. I mean, he's playing amazingly well. And the Mavericks are 9-4. I think they're third in the conference, so they're doing really well. The bad for me is the Houston Rockets. They are 5-9, I believe, and James Harden just isn't playing good basketball. He's making stupid decisions. Dwight Howard's a wuss.
He looks like Tarzan, but plays like Jane.
Yes, exactly. And the ugly, I think, is the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh.
They are 2-10. Kobe's playing the worst basketball, shooting-wise, of his career.
Shooting 33% from the field.
Yeah, and 20% from three. Yeah.
Pathetic.
And D'Angelo Russell, I thought was going to be an amazing rookie. But he's turned out not to be so good. Yeah. He really hasn't that good of a season.
They're not even playing him in the fourth quarter because of his defense.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I thought I honestly, when I first saw the Lakers roster, I thought they were going to make the playoffs. And they still could, but they're having an awful start to the season, and Roy Hibbert is Roy Hibbert. So, yeah. Peyton, what about you? What are your good, bad, and ugly?
My good is also the Dallas Mavericks.
Okay.
Mark Cuban is leading them to victory.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all Mark Cuban.
The pickup of Wesley Matthews was huge. He's been a huge pickup for them. Mm-hmm. They're definitely being a big surprise, and I think they're going to make the playoffs. It definitely looks like it right now. Yeah. My bad is the Clippers.
Yes.
I was looking at their record. They're 500.
I think they're a game under 500 or something.
And you look at their roster, and gosh, they should be way better than that.
I personally think they have the most talented team in the league.
I know they've had a few injuries. Chris Paul's missed a few games. Yeah. JJ Redick has missed a few games. But man, they have plenty of talent to be right up there with Golden State.
Oh yeah.
My ugly is the New Orleans Pelicans.
Oh yes, I forgot about the Pelicans. Yeah,
they just beat the Spurs, which is good.
Yeah,
but
they only have 3 wins, right?
They're 2-11.
Oh my goodness.
That's just that's bad.
There's a few teams you could pick from for your ugly. Definitely. Yeah. There's some teams that are surprisingly bad this year so far.
Yeah, a lot of people had the Pelicans in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
And they don't look like they're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, they really don't.
They're in a big hole.
Yeah, and if they do make the playoffs, they'll probably lose 4-0 to the Warriors again.
In NFL news,
Yep.
there's also unbeatens, known as the Patriots and the Panthers.
Yes.
My question to you, Kyle, is which one's going to lose first?
Okay. I think, this is another bold statement from me. I think the Patriots are going to go 16-0.
Okay.
Okay? So, in other words, the Panthers are going to lose first. To the Cowboys next week.
Yeah.
Okay? And the Patriots are going to go 16-0. The only hard game that the Patriots really have so far left in their schedule is the Broncos, which are led by Brock Osweiler right now. And he did win tonight, Sunday night. But you never know. I mean, I honestly think the Patriots are so much better than the Panthers. Talent-wise, play calling-wise, coach-wise, quarterback-wise.
What about the injuries to Edelman and Lewis?
Amendola has proven himself to be a standout wide receiver, and LeGarrette Blount is playing really well. LeGarrette Blount's running all over the field, and Tom Brady is having one of his best years of his career, if not the best. So I think they can jump through a couple injuries. I really think they can. Okay, what about you, Payton?
I agree that the Panthers are going to lose next week to the Cowboys.
Wow. We didn't script this.
The Cowboys are usually pretty good on Thanksgiving. And with Romo back, they're like in desperation mode. Whereas the Panthers are kind of just going on their way.
Yep.
So I think that'll be the next one. The Patriots, I think they're going to go like 15-1.
Okay. Do you think their loss is going to be to Denver?
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's going to be Denver.
Yeah. They have a couple teams where they could easily lose.
I think it might be the Jets.
Ooh.
One
of the big rivalries.
I don't know. I'm not confident in that. Fitzpatrick would have to have like the game of his life.
Yeah.
But I think it's possible.
Fitzpatrick's had some pretty outbreak games before.
So I think that might be the team that could do it.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. We're also now going to do the good, bad, and the ugly for fantasy players of this week. Would you like to go first, Kyle?
No, go ahead. I want to save mine.
My fantasy good this week was Doug Martin. Doug Martin ran for 235 yards. He had no touchdowns, but he's still...
Yeah, that's still a good fantasy performance.
Against the Eagles, they won in a landslide, so he's definitely getting my good. The bad would be T.Y. Hilton. T.Y., why? You see my Colts banners back here?
And he has him on his fantasy team.
And he's on my fantasy team. God. He had 2 catches for 21 yards. Come on, man. Pick it up.
With big old Hasselbeck thrown to him.
Hasselbeck. They did win, so I'll take it.
Yeah.
And then my ugly is Antonio Gates. The big tight end out of San Diego had 1 catch for 6 yards.
Yeah.
1 catch for 6 yards.
Well, Phillip Rivers definitely didn't have a good game to support him.
Phillip Rivers is just the worst.
Yeah.
So that's my good, bad, and ugly of the fantasy players this week.
Okay.
What do you got, Kyle?
All right. My good is Mr. Thomas Rawls. All right. I had Marshawn Lynch at my flex position. Peyton and I were filming something 20 minutes before the Seahawks game starts. His camera dies, so I look up fantasy, no big deal. And I see Marshawn Lynch is inactive. I'm a smart guy. I had Thomas Rawls on my bench as my handcuff. Played him tonight. 60 fantasy points, over 200 rushing yards, 2 touchdowns, and Marshawn Lynch rode the bench with 0. Thank goodness Peyton's camera died. I'll just say that.
Yeah.
And honestly, Thomas Rawls is going to win me my fantasy game this week because I'm going to lose. I'm going to win by about 30, and he got 60. So
he was ridiculous.
Yep. As long as the Patriots do well tomorrow night. My bad was Joe Flacco, and Joe Flacco didn't have a very good game. He didn't have an awful game, but he led the Ravens to a win by a field goal. But he's out for the season with a torn ACL and MCL, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's rough.
And that already just puts him in my bad position. I mean, that sucks for the Ravens, even though they're not even a playoff team. Flacco's out for the year. And my ugly, speaking of the Chargers and Antonio Gates, is Phillip Rivers. I watched a little bit of the Chargers game tonight, and he just didn't play well.
Yeah.
And I know Peyton's not a Phillip Rivers fan.
Overrated.
But I don't even think he threw for 100 yards. He might have, but he only got, I think it was single digits in fantasy points. He had another bad game. The Chargers lost to the Chiefs 33-3. The Chiefs defense has been playing really well. I'm going to give them that. But Phillip Rivers had another awful game. So that's my good, bad, and ugly. Yeah. And next, we have college football.
Yeah. So speaking of people who played bad,
yeah.
Ohio State Buckeyes looked awful.
Yeah. And I mean,
oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I know a few of us expected that. It was honestly, I think it was the first ranked team they had played all year. Or at least the first top 15 team.
Yeah, it was. But they had like 130 yards total.
Yeah.
And that's an Urban Meyer-led offense.
Yeah.
With all those weapons.
Yeah.
They have like 3 Heisman candidates on that offense. And they look terrible.
Yeah.
And
they really did.
Ezekiel Elliott came out and even had a blow up at his news conference saying that this was his final year.
Yeah,
Worst play calling he's
I
ever
saw that.
seen.
Good luck with that attitude in the NFL. Like, if you guys are undefeated and then you lose your first game in 11 games or whatever, and you go to a news conference and say you're disappointed with the coaching, good luck in the NFL. Ezekiel Elliott, good luck.
So with their loss, we're going to do a who we think is going to be in the playoffs for college football. So I'll let you go first this time, Kyle.
Okay.
Since I went first.
I will go first. I will go first. All right. So I have the obvious Clemson. Okay. And then Alabama.
Okay.
Notre Dame.
Okay.
And I have one sleeper. Okay. And I've been riding this team since they beat Michigan. Michigan State Spartans are going to slide in to the 4th spot.
Okay.
And make the college football playoff. You have my word on that. Peyton, what about you?
I'm going to go with Alabama at 1.
Okay.
Because I think Clemson's going to lose to North Carolina.
Okay.
So I think they're going to be out.
And that's going to knock them out.
That's going to knock them out. Okay. So I have Alabama at 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm going to have to go with Oklahoma at 2.
Mm.
I hate Oklahoma.
I know you do.
I hate them. But the college football committee loves Oklahoma.
Yeah.
And they're gonna,
and Ohio State.
Yeah, and Ohio State. So I feel like they're going to make it, even though I don't really feel like they deserve, but whatever. 3, I'm going to have to go Notre Dame. They've looked okay. They've had a lot of injuries, but on their schedule, I just don't really see anyone who could beat them right now.
Mm-hmm.
And then at 4, I'm going to put Iowa.
Where are they at right now? 7?
No, they were at 5.
Oh, okay.
Now Ohio State lost, so they're going to be at 4 right now.
They're going to be in it, yeah.
But I think they're going to win the Big Ten. I think they're going to beat Michigan State in the championship, and
Michigan State's winning.
They're going to be in the playoff. Iowa's good. They haven't really faced anyone yet, but if you watch them play, they have a good team.
Who knows? The Big Ten championship game could come down to who makes the 4th seed.
That's true.
Michigan State's going to have to do a little more work, but yeah, I think they could make it. All right, Peyton, you want to go next?
Yeah, we're gonna give you guys some useless facts of sports that happened this week.
Yep.
So I'm gonna start with rugby in the European League, where the Clermont Orange from France beat the Ofri's from England. The score was... Oh, I lost my score! Oh my goodness!
I don't even know how they score rugby.
Oh, here it is. I found it. It was 34-29.
Wow, that is a blowout?
Oh, no, that was the closest score I could find, so I guess that's pretty close.
Okay.
So I guess the Clermonts are pretty good.
Yeah.
Let's see, what are some other stats? They had 49% possession. They had 109 runs. They ran 536 meters. That's a lot of meters.
Wow, that is a lot of meters.
Compared to 366. God, pick up your game, Ofri's.
How did they have less possession but more meters ran?
They're faster. They had 14 line breaks, whatever a line break is. this is the important thing. They only had 11 missed tackles compared to Humphreys 29.
Oh my goodness, that's the game right there.
Get your tackles up,
Yeah.
Humphreys. Come on.
Stupid Humphreys or
Jeez.
Humphreys.
Humphreys. Have you never heard of Humphreys from
Ollie Ollie
Swansea?
Oxen. Ollie Ollie Oxenfreeze.
All right, what's your useless fact?
All right, my useless fact of the week. A man by the name of Ryan Simonelli won the U.S. Open in the PBA on the CBS Sports Network this past weekend.
Yeah, bowling.
Yeah, the U.S. Open of bowling. I watched qualifying a little bit. He's a left-hander. He had a look on the lanes that nobody else had. I'm telling you now. All the other lefties didn't have this look. He was playing up the one board, practically. I mean, you guys don't know what that is. Yeah, living on the edge. The one board right next to the gutter. He was playing straight up that, hitting the head pin over and over again, and striking. He led all of qualifying. He went to the stepladder finals, won the final match by, I believe, 5 pins. I think it was 238 to 233. I can't remember who it was against. But,
Jeez.
yeah, amazing performance by Ryan Simonelli. His first major win of his career. And he's a young talent, and he's looking to rise up in the PBA. Professional Bowling Association.
Yeah, PBA. I don't know what rugby's association is. The RLA. Rugby League Association.
Rugby League Association. Okay. We're just going to pretend you didn't say that.
I don't know.
All right. And our final topic of this episode of the Sho-Mo Sports Show, the Sho-Mo Show about sports.
That's a mouthful.
Yes, it is. Are our punishment questions of the week. And how this is going to work is we're going to try to do an episode of the Sho-Mo Sports Show, the Sho-Mo Show about sports, every week. And we're going to ask each other 3 questions that pertain to sports for this week. And whoever gets the most wrong will have to draw from a punishment box made by the other person. It'll have 5 green cards, which are good things. So they're not punishments. So you're lucky if you draw.
Yeah.
Yellow cards, 5 of those, which are, kind of punishing, not so much. Orange cards, which are definitely a punishment. And then 1 red card, which is an ultimate punishment.
Yeah. So make sure to tune in next week to see our punishments.
Yes. And see who wins the challenge.
Yeah. And if you have any punishment ideas, leave comments.
Yes, definitely.
That would be very helpful too.
And also, if we tie and the right amount of questions answered correctly, then we will both draw from each other's punishment boxes. Okay, we have 2 yes or no questions and 1 multiple choice. I'll ask mine first.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
All right, my first question. Stephen Curry of the Golden State Warriors has only missed 30 points 4 times this season. Okay? Will he miss 30 points at all in the next 3 games against the Denver Nuggets, the Lakers, or the Suns? Will he miss it at all? 30 points.
Yes.
Yes.
He's gonna miss it once. I feel like he's gonna score 27 against the Suns.
Okay.
I'm getting very exact.
1-3 is the difference. If you actually nail that on the dot, I will draw 3 things from your punishment box. All right, my second question. My second yes or no question. The Clippers, who you talked about earlier, are 8th in the Western Conference. They're 6-7 right now. Mm-hmm. Will they remain in the top 8 by the end of the week? They play 4 games against the Nuggets, the Jazz, the Pelicans, and the Timberwolves. So 4 mediocre teams. Will they remain in the top 8?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Hopefully they can win at least 3 of those.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But I mean, they're 6-7.
Yeah.
They've played some talented teams so far. But okay, and my third question, this is the multiple choice one. What will the point differential be in the Eagles-Lions Thanksgiving morning game at 11:30 Central Time?
Okay.
Will it be A, 5 points or less of a differential, B, 6 to 10 points,
okay,
C, 11 to 15 points, or D, 16 or more points?
I'm going to go with B.
B, 6 to 10 points. Who's the winner? Lions or Eagles? They're in Detroit, I believe.
I am going to go with the Lions.
All right.
The Eagles just look awful.
Yeah, they really do.
So do the Lions, but...
Yeah. Well, did they win today? I think they won today, which
They
would be
did.
their second win in a row.
Yeah.
After going like 1-8 or whatever.
Playoffs, here we come.
Yeah, no kidding. All right, now time for your question.
All right, my first question is also a Curry question.
Okay.
In any of the games coming up this week, will he score more than 40?
Let me see. I have the game right here. Nuggets, Lakers, and Suns. I think he will.
Score more than 40 in one of those
Not
games?
against the Suns. Probably against the Nuggets. I think he'll score more than 40 against the Nuggets. But so I'll go with yes. Yes.
Okay. Will both the unbeaten teams in NFL lose this week?
No.
No.
No. I think the Patriots.
No?
The Patriots will win. Yeah, I told you they were going undefeated. I'm going to change my answer now. And then I think the Panthers are going to lose. But both of them, no, they're not going to lose. No way.
Okay. And then who will have the highest point game in the NBA this week? Curry,
Okay.
Harden, Damian Lillard, or other?
Ooh. So many people to choose from in the other category. Nobody's scoring as much as Curry right now.
No.
Obviously, I mean he's the leading scorer. He's having the big games that other people aren't. There's also some surprising scores in there, and there's been some surprising 40-point games from people that really don't get them. So I'm going to go with other. I think somebody could outbreak Curry, even though I said Curry's going to make 40 against the Nuggets. I think somebody's going to beat Curry in points.
Heck, it could
in a
be
game.
Westbrook.
Yeah, it could be Westbrook.
There's
definitely.
a lot more options than other.
Yeah, there are. I think KD will probably be back by then, but maybe Westbrook will still score 40. I mean, it's possible.
Yeah.
Or Kevin Durant could score 40. Who knows?
Right. So, yeah,
Right.
make sure to tune in next week to see who got the most questions right and see our punishments.
Yep.
That was the end of the first Sho-Mo Sports Show.
The Sho-Mo Show about sports.
Yes. We will see you guys next week.